So we're finally going to do a good test on that solar powered air conditioner, battery powered. The battery powered air conditioner is going to have 280 amp hour battery running the AC, and my plan is to have this air conditioner run for at least 3 days and 3 nights, just permanently running to see if it can actually make it. I might even go 4 nights and 4 days, but we'll see on that. Another thing is the weather, which I'm going to show right here for the next 3-4 days, is going to be nice and warm, humid, so it's going to be a really good test for this finally. And another thing is we're going to see if we can do this without having to use the generator. So that's our goal, is not use the generator. But if we can't make it, I'm going to show you how long we made it and when we had to use the generator. So hopefully we don't have to use it, but if we do, we do. And this test is going to be really nice because it's going to be a real world test. So there's going to be some cloudy days involved, some sunny days. So, it's good temperature, a real good real world test. So let me show you the air conditioner running right now. So let's fire it up. So I have an AB switch that has solar or shore right here. And I'll switch it over to solar and it'll kick the air conditioner on. And now it's on. I'm going to turn it on economy mode. I think that's the best chance for this experiment to work. What economy mode does is it just kind of does little samples of the air, and it just does a little more efficiency of cooling. The only downside of economy mode, it seems to me, it takes a little longer to do that initial cooling off period. So that's the only downside. I think it's only like maybe 15-20% more time to do the initial cooling. So it's not a big issue, so I'm not worrying about it. So let's give this thing a test. Oh, and another thing, I'm going to show you, just real quickly, I'm going to show you the old air conditioner, and we're going to do a decibel check on this thing. So let me get my decibel meter out, and this is just going to show how awesome that new air conditioning is. You can actually go to sleep at night with that thing running. So let me turn my decibel meter on. So right now, the room is whisper quiet when I'm not talking. That's the sound noise level, 45 decibels. So let's turn this thing on. Let me plug it into the house because that thing takes 1500 watts of power. All right, I'm back. I plugged it into the house. By the way, that's another neat thing about having a battery power and solar power is you never plug into the house anymore. So I completely forgot I was not even hooked up. Let's turn this thing on low cool. And as you can already tell, it's really loud. It's running 72 decibels. So that is equal to more of a loud singing, loud street noise level. So you can definitely tell these things are loud. And sleeping with them on, they're just really annoying. I'm gonna turn that thing off because I don't want to cool the RV with this. I want to cool it with that. By the way, you can't even tell the other one's running. The other one is whisper quiet, and it's been running this whole time. It's just, you can't hear it. I just love that. So like I said, we're going to do a good test on this air conditioner, see how everything goes, and I'll give you reports during the day. Right now it is 11:17 a.m. on our first day of testing. It's almost 80 degrees outside, and we're starting to cool off in here now, so it's just going to be a good test. At stage 1 of this thing running, this thing runs probably about 600-700 watts of power. So the first stage of that air conditioner, the inverter air conditioner running, it's going to draw some wattage. It's going to draw maybe 700 watts of constant draw, kick down in about 5 minutes to about 500 watts of draw, and then really kick down after about 15-20 minutes of draw. So after about 15 or 20 minutes of running, it's going to kick down to probably 200 watts of power consumption. So really low. So we'll give you the details on it soon. And one more thing. Right now my battery is maxed out at 280 amp hours of power. So we're going to monitor that to see how the power draw comes down on that thing during the day. So we are at 1:30 p.m. right now. It's nice and warm outside. It's about 81 degrees. And the air conditioner just turned off again. It's cycling on and off. And it runs probably about 200 watts when it is running. So it's running a really nice low wattage when it runs. And because it runs such a low wattage, my solar on the roof can just keep the batteries charged. So we're still at 280 amp hours on the battery. So, you know, we've been running for 2 hours pretty much, and we still have a full battery set. I'm going to keep you informed on everything and see how everything goes. I think that during the day, the air conditioner is just going to stay running and keep everything cool. And we're not going to use any battery power because the sun is out. But during the nighttime, I think we'll start using a little more of the battery power. I think we'll see. You know, we'll see how it goes at night. But like I said, this is a nice long, you know, 3-day, maybe 4-day test to see how everything goes. And we should get 2 days of partly cloudy during that time period. So it'll be a really good test. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. It is about 2:30 p.m., the hottest time of the day. It's about 81, 82 degrees outside. And you can hear the air conditioner. Pretty quiet. You know, it's, compared to the other one, it's super, super quiet. And we are right now producing the amount of power from the solar as this thing is burning. So we're about a wash on the power draw to what the solar is coming in. The battery is, instead of 280 amp hours, we are at 279 amp hours of battery left in the RV battery bank. So it's only used 1 amp hour of juice all day. You know, hot day out today. So far it's a win-win. Like I said, we're gonna show this thing running all night too. So hopefully, you know, keep our fingers crossed that this thing actually does work. But as of right now, it's nice and cool in here, and you know, we've gone through a nice hot, you know, day, humid outside, and it's working like a charm. So far it's a win. All right, so it's 7:30 right now, and that means it's been running for about 8.5 hours, you know, pretty much all day, and the sun's starting to set pretty low, so you know, we're not getting any solar anymore. But we used, from 280 amp hours, we're down to 220 amp hours. So about 60 amp hours we've used already. And I think that overnight we're probably going to use about the same, because, you know, the RV is cool. The day is going to get a little cooler at night. You're not going to have the direct sun on the RV. So I'm going to predict we're going to get maybe 80, you know, 60 or 80 amp hours of use during the nighttime also, but we'll see how it goes. But as of right now, we have 60 amp hours of used power, and it seems to be going good. So I'll let you know in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning. It's 9 a.m. and the air conditioner has been running for 22 hours now. And as you can see right here, we're going to show what the meter's saying. We're at 160 amp hours of power left on the batteries right now. So we used about 120 amp hours over the course of 24 or 22 hours. At this point it should start charging because it's going to get sunnier today. Now it's supposed to be 90 degrees today, even 91 they're saying. So it's going to be a really nice hot day to give it a good test run again. So it is 11 a.m. the next day. You know, we've been running this thing for 24 hours straight, through the sun, through the night. It was pretty warm yesterday, and today it's supposed to get 90 or 91 degrees, so it's going to be another hot day today. Already it's about 85 degrees outside, 86 maybe, so it's already getting pretty warm. Like I said, this thing's running like a champ. I right now have 175 amp hours of power in the battery. This means that while the solar, which I have 500 watts on the roof, while that solar is charging the battery a little bit, it's also running this thing all day. So like I said, never turned it off. 24 hours this thing's been running, and it's only on battery power. So I have 175 amp hours of battery battery power in the battery, and this is awesome. That means this thing can run when it cycles off a little bit. When it already cools off in here, it can recharge the battery. We're just going to see if this can actually happen for, you know, 2 days straight of sun and never turning the thing off. Now, this is not adding or, you know, using a TV or any other devices. I do have lights on, but the lights in an RV don't take any power at all. So this isn't adding, excessive types of things or charging, laptops and things like that. So in that case, if you are going to be camping for a long time, like maybe 2 weeks, then in those cases, I would suggest having an external solar panel set up. I do have one, but I'm not using it right now. It's the all-powered one. It's 120 watts. It's just, whenever I need to get a little extra boost out of the sun, I can plug this up and get an extra 10 amps of power every hour going back into the battery. Like I said, this test that I'm doing right now, I don't want to hook this up because I want a true test of what this air conditioner, can it run, continuously. The solar, is it going to charge everything? Is it going to recharge the batteries? And I know my numbers said it would, but I'm very happy it's actually working. I mean, we are 24 hours and it's working. I mean, this is really cool to me because this is low wattage, low power draw, cooling the RV off. I only have 500 watts on the ceiling. I have a 280 amp hour battery. So to have air conditioning running 24 hours and to have 175 amp hours still in that battery, this is pretty amazing, I think. I mean, I'm really excited about this. Now, like I said, if you are going to be going camping for, a short term, 3-4 days, then I don't think you would have to hook up the extra solar for, watching a TV show or, recharging laptops, tablets, things like that. Normal daily use, I think you could go 3-4 days without using the excessive solar panels. And if you spent, 2 weeks out there camping, chances are pretty good you're going to get a few cloudy days, and using some other things for tablets and stuff, you would probably need the excessive the external power source, so 120 watts of extra power. That's just my opinion on that. I think and it seems to be showing those kind of numbers, but for just being able to do this is pretty neat. And I'm going to have a cloudy day tomorrow. I'm going to see how everything goes. We'll see. I may put the extra solar power panel out during that day tomorrow. We don't know yet. And if it gets too cloudy, then I may also show you, if our battery bank gets too low, I'll show you how my little generator works. I'll get the generator real quick. Now I know it's crazy I can pick up a generator like this, but this is 1500 watt inverter generator, and it's really 1000 watts of continuous use. What I love about this thing is it's light. I mean, who can pick up a generator like that? It's super light. It holds a gallon of gas, and that gallon of gas, unlike normal generators, that gallon of gas in that thing will last you 6 hours, and maybe 5.5 hours or 5 hours of continuous use of being drawn on it. But because everything's small, this is the coolest thing. Everything is small and lower in here, and I can run this darn thing. Because it's small, I don't need a massive generator. I mean, who ever heard of running an air conditioner and everything in your RV off of a 1000 watt inverter generator? It's unheard of. And the thing's quiet too. But, these things are just unheard of because you had these old style air conditioners that sucked, 2500 watts or 2000 watts of an initial kick and 1500 watts of draw just running it. So, getting away from that, you can do, great camping and be cooled off. And like I said, it's nice and cool in here. It's kind of exciting really because it's cold in here, and it's running off of, a 280 amp hour battery pack. Now, like I said, if it gets cloudy tomorrow, and I know I'm rambling a little bit, but if it gets cloudy tomorrow, I will show, battery bank gets lower. I will show my charger that I have. I have it's called a Victron IP22 charger, and it charges 30 amps of power back into the battery, and I think it uses 380 watts of power. So technically, if you bought 2 of those Victron IP22s and ran both of them off of your 1000 watt generator, you could put 60 amp hours of power back into your battery every single hour. So, 3 hours you could recharge your battery bank off of a generator. And you wouldn't have to turn this off because the generator, can run it. It can run everything, So, anyway, hate to ramble on and on, but we're going to come back, and after the day's been going on a little more, so we're going to see how this thing keeps going. I think it's going to go good. So it's 2 p.m. right now, and still the air conditioner is going along great. I have 187 amp hours of power in the battery. So sunny day, this thing's still drawing down a little bit, but we're kind of getting a little bit more back in the battery. I don't think we're going to hit 280 amp hours today, but I'm going to predict anyway we'll get close to maybe 220, 230 amp hours. So we're not going to get up to our number we need to be at, which I think it's fine. The thought I have is if we can get 3 days of not needing to use a generator, then that's great. 3 days no generator, then I can use the generator for 1 day, charge everything back up, and we're all good again. So that's my thought process on this anyway. So we'll see how it goes. We've been running this air conditioner for 1 day and 12, 13, 5 hours. So, and today it's 90 degrees, so it's really, really hot and humid outside. We also don't have as much sun today, so that's kind of a problem too. And we're starting to not get as much solar charging as possible. So we're at 144 amp hours on the battery now. So that's about half of what the battery bank will hold. So it's kind of predicting that we could get maybe 3 days out of a 280 amp hour battery without using a generator. And like I said, it's partly cloudy out right now, so you might get a little longer if you had a good sunny day for all these times. Not sure. But if you're going to be running this air conditioner constantly, like I am right now, we are permanently running it, then you're probably going to get like 3 days, maybe 4, if you have really good, nice sunny days and good conditions. So that's probably about what you're going to get out of this, is 3-4 days. And then you'll have to, recharge your batteries with another source. And I use a little tiny generator, 1,000-watt generator to recharge it with. You'll probably be able to use maybe 1 gallon of gasoline to recharge, and that's if you're running the AC permanently. Now, I am not going to be doing that because, like most people, we don't run these things permanently. We run them when we're sleeping, and we run them for, a few hours when we get back from our trips or wherever we're going to be coming from. So that's generally what the general public's going to be doing. And I'm going to do a test on that too, because that's more of a test that I would be doing, So, for example, you would start the air conditioner up at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Let's say 4 p.m. when you get back to the camp. So 4 p.m. and you're going to shut it off in the morning. So that's more of a, at least in my situation, when you're going camping, how would you'd be running this thing. So that's my next test, is I'm going to be running this entire system, how a normal person camping would kind of run this thing. So that shows you right there, proof and concept. This thing will actually run, and like I said, 3 or 4 days if you're just running it permanently. And I'll get back to you with my next video to show you what it does if you're going to be running it, spot on and spot off here and there. So that's it for this episode, and stay tuned to my next one.